Why everyone is talking about Son Ye-jin's short hair. Imagine a world where the ethereal glow of a silver screen siren softens into the tender flicker of a kitchen light, where every careful roll of rice whispers secrets of joy found in the ordinary. Welcome to the enchanting reality of Son Ye-jin, whose latest glimpses into her life remind us that true magic blooms not under spotlights, but amid the steam of home-cooked love. In a digital age saturated with polished perfection, her unassuming shares feel like handwritten letters from a dear friend, pulling us closer with their raw, relatable charm and leaving an indelible warmth that lingers long after the scroll ends. On a crisp November weekend in 2025, as autumn leaves danced outside her window, Son Ye-jin slipped effortlessly into what fans affectionately dub her mom mode, a phase that transforms the poised actress into a beacon of domestic bliss, evoking a quiet envy for the simplicity she so gracefully embodies. It was November 7th when she graced her secondary social media account with a cascade of photos that captured the essence of weekend rituals turned into art, the meticulous arrangement of vibrant ingredients on a sunlit counter, each vegetable sliced with precision, each grain of rice infused with intention. The caption? Simple yet brimming with familial affection. Make kimbap this weekend. He loves everything his uncle gives him. Have a happy weekend, served as a gentle nudge to her followers, inviting them into a moment that felt profoundly personal, yet universally touching. One can't help but smile at the subtle nod to her young son, whose unbridled delight in uncle's gifts hints at the playful chaos of toddlerhood, a phase that tugs at the heartstrings with its fleeting, precious unpredictability. Kimbap. That humble roll of harmony wrapped in seaweed has long been more than mere sustenance in Korean culture. It's a portable poem of togetherness, born from the need for nourishment on the go during picnics or hikes, evolving into a staple that symbolizes communal sharing and resourceful creativity. Rooted in the early 20th century, when influences from Japanese occupations subtly shaped its form, yet fiercely claimed as Korea's own through generations of home cooks tweaking fillings with local flair, kimbap embodies resilience and adaptability, much like Ye-jin herself. In her hands, it becomes a canvas of health-conscious indulgence. Black rice multigrain, rich in antioxidants and fiber, mingled with crisp carrots, spinach, and perhaps a whisper of seasoned beef or egg, all sliced into bite-sized wheels that perch adorably on a car-shaped plate, undoubtedly tailored for tiny, eager fingers. This isn't just food, it's an act of devotion, a mother's quiet rebellion against the fast-paced world, choosing instead the rhythmic satisfaction of rolling and slicing that grounds her in the present. Watching those images, one feels a surge of nostalgia-tinged contentment, as if the scent of sesame oil and fresh nori could waft through the screen, reminding us how such small rituals fortify the soul against life's relentless tempo. Ye-jin's choice of ingredients speaks volumes about her mindful approach to parenting. Opting for nutrient-dense multigrain rice over plain white, she weaves wellness into whimsy, turning a child's meal into a lesson in balanced living that resonates deeply in an era obsessed with quick fixes. As the photos unfold like chapters in a cozy family diary, we see her not as the untouchable icon of films like Crash Landing on You, but as a homemaker whose sleeves are rolled up, apron tied with purpose, her expression one of serene focus amid the creative clutter. This leisurely weekend tableau, captured in soft, natural light, evokes a profound sense of peace, the kind that settles over you like a favorite blanket on a rainy day, making the viewer's own routines feel a touch more magical by association. It's a far cry from her earlier days of on-screen glamour, yet it echoes the honeymoon meal table she once shared in the tender dawn of her marriage to Hyunbin, back when their union was still fresh with the thrill of new beginnings. That post from the early months of 2022 showcased a spread of homemade banchan and stews, a testament to the couple's shared love for nurturing through nourishment, a theme that has woven itself through their life together like a recurring melody. Married on March 31st, 2022, in an intimate ceremony that blended elegance with heartfelt simplicity, surrounded by close family and a select few industry friends, their bond, sparked during the intense shoots of the negotiation in 2018 and ignited into romance via the electric chemistry of Crash Landing on You in 2019, has blossomed into a partnership that fans worldwide romanticize as the ultimate K-drama come to life. Hyunbin, with his steadfast presence and quiet strength, complements her vivacity perfectly. Together, they've built a sanctuary away from the paparazzi's glare, welcoming their son in late 2023, a little bundle whose arrival shifted their world into one of gleeful disarray and deeper fulfillment. Parenting a 3-year-old amid the demands of stardom isn't without its hurdles, yet Yejin's posts reveal a woman who navigates it with grace and grit, her actions a soothing balm for admirers who see in her the ideal of balanced femininity. Despite a schedule that juggles promotional tours and script readings, she carves out these pockets of time for home-cooked meals, ensuring that her husband and son are enveloped in flavors crafted with care, be it the spicy kick of her beloved tteokbokki or the comforting roll of kimbap. This dedication stirs a tender ache in the chest, a reminder of how love manifests in the mundane, turning ordinary evenings into cherished memories that outlast any award or accolade. Fans, ever attuned to her nuances, flooded the comments with effusive praise, dubbing her creation Yejin Pyo's Gimpop, in playful homage to her surname, while wistfully noting, "Hyunbin must be the happiest man alive." Their words laced with a mix of adoration and gentle longing. Others beseeched for the recipe, their pleas a testament to her influence extending beyond the screen into the kitchen, inspiring a wave of weekend warriors to channel their inner kimbap chefson. It's this shift from the tteokbokki goddess who, just a month prior, at the Busan International Film Festival in October 2025, confessed her undying love for Haeundae's spicy rice cakes during an actor talk event, declaring, "When you come to Busan, you always eat Haeundae tteokbokki," to this nurturing figure wielding a bamboo mat that unveils yet another layer of her multifaceted allure. There, amid the festival's electric buzz from October 17th to 26, she had laughed about abandoning diets for that irresistible street food indulgence, her candidness about simple pleasures like tteokbokki and snacks, endearing her further to an audience that adores her unpretentious spirit. That festival appearance, part of the promotions for her riveting return to cinema in Park Chan-wook's No Other Choice, highlighted not just her palette, but her poise under pressure, as she fielded questions on everything from career pivots to personal joys, with the effortless charm that has defined her 2-decade tenure in the industry. Released earlier that year, No Other Choice, a taut, darkly comedic adaptation of Donald Westlake's The Axe, sees Yejin sharing the screen with powerhouse Lee Byung-hun, portraying a woman entangled in a web of desperation and moral ambiguity as her husband's unemployment spirals into violence. Directed by the visionary Park Chan-wook, whose oeuvre from Old Boy to The Handmaiden masterfully dissects human frailty, the film earned critical acclaim for its razor-sharp commentary on capitalism's cruelties, with Yejin's nuanced performance drawing particular praise for its emotional depth and restraint. Premiering at the Toronto International Film Festival before a domestic rollout in September 2025, it marked her first major role in 7 years, a triumphant re-entry post-motherhood that proved her versatility undimmed by life's interruptions. The story's themes of reclaiming dignity amid economic despair mirror, in subtle irony, her own deliberate choice to prioritize family, finding empowerment in the domestic sphere rather than solely in professional conquests. Attending the Busan premiere, Hyunbin made a surprise appearance, his arm around her waist in a gesture of unwavering support that melted hearts, underscoring how their marriage provides a sturdy anchor amid the industry's tempests. Such moments evoke a quiet admiration for their partnership, a rare Hollywood-esque solidity in K-entertainment's often fickle landscape, where personal revelations are guarded treasures. Yet, even as she savors these grounded joys, Yejin's spirit of reinvention shines through in her latest aesthetic evolution, unveiled just days before the Kimbop post on November 5th, 2025. A short video on her personal SNS captioned, "Skincare Inner Beauty," captured her in a moment of unfiltered serenity. Clad in a layered ensemble of a gray hoodie over a crisp white polo, she tears at what appears to be a sheet of paper or fabric with a soft smile, her movements deliberate and calm. The real showstopper, however, is her new hairstyle, a sleek bob of neat black hair cascading just to her shoulders, framed by wispy bangs that lend an air of playful youthfulness. Nearly makeup-free, her natural skin tone glows with an innocent luminosity, the kind that speaks to routines of genuine self-care rather than contrived glamour. This transformation, which shaved years off her appearance and sparked a flurry of double takes from viewers, feels like a liberating exhale, a visual manifesto of embracing change with open arms. Hyunbin's agency chimed in with a heartfelt comment, "Your short hair is so pretty," eliciting waves of warm chuckles and nods from the public, who saw in it the affectionate banter of a couple still besotted after years together. Fans, ever the enthusiastic chorus, erupted in a symphony of awe. "Are you really a mother?" one queried in disbelief, while another marveled, "I thought you went back to your early 20s. And a third proclaimed, "You're triggering the short hair trend." Their reactions, a blend of shock and delight, underscore the explosive enthusiasm she inspires, turning a personal pivot into a cultural ripple. This bob isn't an isolated whim. It's part of a burgeoning 2025 trend among Korean actresses, where lobs and pixies symbolize bold, fresh starts, echoing the likes of Jun Ji-hyun's subtle shoulder grays and others who've traded long tresses for liberated layers. For Yejin, whose signature elegance has long been accentuated by flowing locks in rolls from the vengeful April Snow to the resilient Seri in Crash Landing on You, the chop feels emblematic of her post-maternity chapter, a shedding of old skins to reveal a lighter, more agile self. Debuted subtly during No Other Choice promotions in October, where she paired it with sunglasses and casual stripes for a chic, off-duty vibe, the style amplifies her timeless beauty, making her porcelain features pop with renewed vigor. It's a look that whispers of confidence reborn, stirring a vicarious thrill in observers who sense the freedom it affords. Easier mornings with a rambunctious toddler, fewer tangles in the wind-swept haste of daily life. In the video's quiet intimacy, as she engages in what seems a meditative task, perhaps journaling affirmations or crafting a simple craft, one feels the profundity of her message on inner beauty, a gentle rebuke to superficial standards that prioritizes soulful radiance over external gloss. This authenticity, so palpably felt, deepens the emotional pull of her online presence, transforming passive scrolls into active inspirations for self-reflection. Balancing the scales of stardom and motherhood has never been effortless, as Yejin herself has confided in recent interviews, admitting during a September 2025 chat with Jung Jae-hyung that the joys of simple, everyday moments with her family now eclipse even the highs of set life. "These days, I'm so happy with the simple, everyday moments I spend with my family," she shared, her voice laced with a contentment that radiates sincerity, painting pictures of lazy Sundays filled with laughter and the patter of small feet. Yet she doesn't shy from the challenges, the sleep-deprived nights, the guilt-tinged pangs when work calls her away, the harder edge of raising a child in the public eye. Her son's visuals, often likened to a little Hyunbin in rare glimpses shared through anecdotes, have sparked frenzies of adoration, but she guards their privacy fiercely, doling out hints like treasures, such as that endearing mention of his uncle's gifts, which conjures images of extended family bonds, strengthening the nest. This discretion, coupled with her grounded routines of cooking and caring, resonates on a soul-stirring level, offering a counter-narrative to the curated chaos of celebrity feeds. and affirming that fulfillment lies in the unshowy acts of presence. Fans, sensing this depth, respond with a protective fervor, their comments a digital embrace that mirrors the communal spirit of Kimbop itself, shared, sustaining, and sweetly imperfect. Looking ahead, Yejin's horizon brims with promise, her short hair a fitting herald for the versatile roles awaiting her. Netflix's Scandals, a lavish period drama reimagining the intrigue of dangerous liaisons in Joseon-era Korea, casts her as the cunning Lady Cho, a figure of talent and charm navigating societal shackles alongside Ji Chang-wook and Twice's Nana. Filming wrapped in late 2025, with a 2026 premiere poised to dazzle with its opulent costumes and sharp wit. Complementing this is Variety, another Netflix venture delving into the shadowy underbelly of K-pop ambition, where she stars as a driven executive opposite Squid Game alum Jo Yoo-ri, exploring obsession and the industry's glittering perils in a narrative that promises raw emotional heft. These projects, announced earlier in the year, signal her robust return, blending historical grandeur with modern grit to showcase the range that has earned her accolades from Baeksang Arts Awards to international acclaim. Yet, woven through these ambitions is the thread of her family life, a deliberate weave that enriches rather than detracts from her craft, drawing from the resilience of motherhood to infuse her portrayals with newfound authenticity. Hyunbin's own trajectory, from action-packed confidential assignment sequels to thoughtful indies, parallels hers, their mutual encouragement a quiet force multiplier in an industry that often demands solitude. In the tapestry of her journey, from the wide-eyed debutante of 2001's Delicious Proposal to the mature matriarch of today, Yejin's evolution captivates because it's so achingly human. Her SNS vignettes, blending subtle family allusions with glimpses of personal growth, craft a mosaic that's as nourishing as the meals she prepares, layered, flavorful, and meant to be savored slowly. The Kimbop's neat arrangement, with its balanced fillings appealing to both eye and palate, mirrors the harmony she cultivates at home, a deliberate counterpoint to the tteokbokki-fueled indulgences of her festival escapades. And that youthful bob? It amplifies her natural allure, a timeless appeal that defies chronology, much like her career's enduring spark. As she gears up for these Netflix spectacles, one senses the excitement bubbling beneath her calm facade, the thrill of storytelling that echoes her life's own plot twists, from whirlwind romance to parental epiphanies. It's this seamless fusion of private reverie and public prowess that makes her not just a star, but a storyteller in the grandest sense, inviting us all to pause, roll up our sleeves, and find beauty in the role of the everyday. In her world, where a weekend Kimbop becomes a love letter and a haircut a declaration of renewal, we glimpse the profound truth that stardom's brightest lights often flicker warmest in the hearth of home, leaving us all a little more hopeful, a little more whole. Her ability to toggle between these realms, the frenetic energy of a Park Chan-wook set, where she delved into the psyche of a woman teetering on ethical edges, and the hushed rhythm of bedtime stories for her son, speaks to an inner fortitude that's as inspiring as it is enviable. During the film's production, which wrapped amid the humid Seoul summers of 2024, Yejin often spoke of drawing from her own reservoirs of empathy, honed by the vulnerabilities of new motherhood, to breathe life into her character. The result? A performance that critics hailed as a brutal elegance, her subtle micro-expressions capturing the absurdity of despair with haunting precision. Offset, these insights translated back home, where preparing family snacks became a meditative practice, a way to decompress from the intensity of embodying such turmoil. Imagine the contrast, trading blood-soaked scripts for the gentle squish of rice under her palms, the transition a balm that reaffirms her priorities. This duality evokes a deep-seated respect, a feeling that in her, we've found a modern muse who validates the pursuit of wholeness over fragmentation. Expanding on her culinary confessions, that Busan jaunt in October wasn't merely a promotional pit stop. It was a love letter to her roots, where the festival's cinematic fervor intertwined with the city's salty sea breezes and street-side temptations. Amid stage greetings for no other choice, she mingled with fellow artists, her laughter ringing out as she recounted ditching dietary restraints for bowls of haeundae tteokbokki, those glossy cylinders of rice cakes swimming in gochujang's fiery embrace, a comfort food that's as synonymous with Busan as beaches and bibimbap. "It gives me strength," she quipped, her eyes twinkling with mischief. A moment that humanized the poised professional and endeared her to locals who see in such admissions a shared cultural shorthand. Tteokbokki, with its street vendor origins in the post-war era as an affordable protein boost, has transcended class barriers to become a national obsession, its spicy allure a metaphor for life's bold flavors. For Yijin, a self-proclaimed snack aficionado, it's a guilty pleasure that grounds her whirlwind existence, and sharing it publicly fosters a connective tissue with fans who, like her, find solace in these unpretentious delights. Transitioning from that spicy siren to the wholesome kimbap artisan just weeks later feels like a full-circle embrace of her spectrum, from indulgent escapism to nurturing provision, each facet adding depth to her persona, stirring a fond amusement at her playful contradictions. Delving deeper into the cultural fabric, kimbap's allure lies in its democratic versatility. A picnic essential for hanok outings or school bentos, its fillings as varied as the families who make it, from vegetarian spins with pickled radish and perilla leaves to luxurious crab-infused versions for special days. In Yijin's iteration, the emphasis on healthy multi-grain rice, packed with barley, black rice, and beans for sustained energy and gut health, aligns with contemporary wellness waves, positioning her as a subtle advocate for mindful eating in a snack-saturated society. The car-shaped plate, a whimsical touch amid the precision, hints at her son's budding personality, perhaps a nod to his fascination with vehicles, evoking the universal parental glee of tailoring traditions to tiny imaginations. Such details infuse the post with an intimate poetry, making viewers lean in closer, their hearts swelling with empathetic joy at the thought of a toddler's gleeful discovery of flavors. It's this emotional layering that elevates her shares beyond vanity snaps, transforming them into vignettes that nurture the collective spirit, much like kimbap nourishes the body, wholesome, handheld, and heartfelt. Her short hair era, too, carries symbolic weight in Korea's style lexicon, where hair length often signals life's chapters. Long waves for romantic leads, bobs for empowered reinventions. Debuting the look during film fests, Yejin joined a cadre of 2025 trailblazers. Think IU's Edgy Pixie or Kim Tae-ri's textured crop. Her version, a soft shag that frames her heart-shaped face with effortless sophistication. In the video, as she methodically tears her material, speculation ranges from washi paper for crafts to skincare masks. The act becomes a metaphor for mindful unraveling, shedding layers to reveal core vitality. Barefaced and beaming, she exudes the quiet confidence of someone who's weathered fame's storms and emerged luminous. Her skin's dewy canvas a testament to holistic routines that blend K-beauty rituals with maternal multitasking. The agency's playful endorsement, coupled with fan queries like, "Did time travel backward?" amplifies the buzz, turning a personal choice into a trendsetter's manifesto. One feels a spark of vicarious liberation, inspired to embrace one's own changes, however small, knowing that even icons like her find power in the snip of scissors. As she hurtles towards scandals and variety, these projects promise to showcase her chameleon-like range. In the former, She'll embody Joseon intrigue with corseted cunning, her bob perhaps echoed in period updos that nod to historical vixens. In the latter, she'll dissect K-pop's siren song, channeling the fierce protectiveness of a mentor figure amid neon-lit betrayals. Filming for Scandals, which wrapped under the autumn moon of 2025, involved grueling hanbok fittings and swordplay rehearsals. Yet Yejin thrived, drawing parallels to her real-life fencing with work-family equilibrium. Variety, announced in July with its script inspired by industry exposés, casts her opposite Jo Yoo-ri's ambitious ingenue, promising a thriller laced with musical montages and moral mazes. These endeavors, slated for Netflix's global stage, position her as a bridge between eras, honoring her romantic roots while venturing into edgier terrains, each role enriched by the wisdom of her off-screen adventures. Hyunbin's cameo at her premiere, a chivalrous flourish amid flashing bulbs, symbolizes their intertwined paths, a partnership where successes are savored jointly, like shared bites of homemade kimbap. Reflecting on her trajectory, from the tearful confessions of April Snow in 2005, where she bared a soul-shattering vulnerability that catapulted her to nation's first love status, to the comedic poise of 39 in 2022, Yejin's filmography is a chronicle of growth, each part a mirror to her evolving self. Motherhood, arriving with her son's cries in 2023, amplified this introspection. In a Filmfare interview that September, she mused, "It's much harder now," acknowledging the intensified stakes of emotional authenticity post-baby. Yet this hardness forges diamonds, her portrayals now laced with an unspoken depth, as if every line delivery carries the weight of lullabies sung in the dark. Off-camera, her life with Hyunbin unfolds in these curated snippets. A late-night cookie post that ignited romantic speculation in October, or the restored Instagram sub-account celebrated with Lovestagrams that same month, each a breadcrumb trail of their enduring spark. Their love story, from negotiations' tense collaborations to Crash Landing's fictional courtship bleeding into reality, confirmed in 2021 after months of coy denials, remains a fan fiction fulfilled, complete with a son whose rare audio snippets, like giggles in background clips, send the internet into little Hyunbin overdrive. In weaving family into her narrative, Yejin crafts a legacy that's profoundly aspirational. Her kimbap, not just a meal, but a manifesto of presence amid pursuit. The neatly arranged roles, balanced and beckoning, parallel the equilibrium she maintains. Career ascents tempered by home descents. Public poise softened by private tenderness. Fans' pleas for recipes extend this invitation, fostering a virtual community where her warmth multiplies, each shared tip a thread in a global tapestry of connection. As winter approaches in November 2025, her posts, kimbap's earthy tones giving way to short hair's crisp lines, herald a season of introspection and ignition, where inner beauty fuels outer brilliance. One closes the tab with a sigh of satisfaction, heart fuller for having wandered her world, reminded that in the grand reel of life, the most captivating scenes are those rolled with love, one grain at a time. Her journey, from tteokbokki-fueled festivals to multi-grain mornings, encapsulates the exquisite art of living fully, flawed, flavorful, and forever unfolding, leaving an imprint as enduring as her smile. To delve even further into the nuances of her domestic artistry, consider how kimbap's preparation mirrors the meticulous craft of her acting. The initial spread of rice, even and adhesive, akin to building a character's foundational motivations. The strategic placement of fillings, each chosen for contrast and cohesion, echoing scene-blocking decisions that heighten tension. In no other choice, her collaboration with Lee Byung-hun, whose brooding intensity as the unemployed protagonist clashed and complemented her steely resolve, demanded similar precision. Their on-screen rapport forged in Park's exacting vision of a world where job loss unravels dignity. The film's teaser, released in July 2025, teased this dynamic with shadowy office corridors and rain-slicked streets. Yejin's entrance a pivotal pivot that shifts the narrative from despair to defiance. Post-release, at Busan Cinema Center, she reflected on the role's toll, admitting it stirred personal reflections on security in an unstable economy, a vulnerability that humanizes her goddess status. Yet, returning home to roll kimbap became her reset. The tactile therapy of Nori's crisp snap a counterpoint to script's emotional barbs, evoking a profound gratitude for these sanctuaries. Her tteokbokki tales from Biff add a layer of levity to this intensity. During the festival's 30th edition, spanning those golden October days, she not only promoted her film, but connected over shared plates, her must-eat recommendations sparking pilgrimages to Haeundae stalls where the air thickens with red pepper's perfume. This down-to-earth delight, contrasting the opulent after-parties, reinforces her as the actress who'd choose subway rides over limos, a trait captured in candid shots from September 2025, where she navigated Busan's crowds incognito, snack in hand. Such authenticity breeds loyalty, fans dubbing her the relatable royalty, whose indulgences mirror their own, fostering a bond that transcends fandom into friendship. The shift to kimbap, then, feels like a maturation of that palette, from solo spicy highs to family-shared wholesomeness, a progression that tugs at one's empathetic core, celebrating growth without forsaking joy. The short hair video, in its brevity, packs a philosophical punch. Under 30 seconds, yet it unfolds like a haiku of selfhood. Her smile amid the tearing a symbol of purposeful deconstruction. Paired with the caption's nod to inner beauty, perhaps inspired by K-beauty's shift toward holistic regimens like gua sha and herbal teas, it's a subtle sermon on prioritizing essence over facade. Fans' trend-triggering remarks aren't hyperbole. By November's end, searches for Sonye Jin bob tutorials spiked, salons buzzing with emulations that blend her bangs with personal twists. This ripple effect underscores her cultural clout, a soft power that shapes not just wardrobes, but worldviews, inspiring women to wield change as empowerment. Hyun Bin's agency's quip, light yet loving, hints at homefront approval, perhaps shared over breakfast laughs, adding a domestic footnote to her bold stroke. Forthcoming in scandals, her Lady Cho will channel this liberated energy into courtly machinations, the role's seductive scheming a far cry from maternal mats, yet informed by the same strategic heart. With Ji Chang-wook's brooding suitor and Nana's fierce ingenue, the ensemble promises sparks. The script's 2003 film roots updated for Netflix's global gaze with diverse twists on forbidden liaisons. Variety, meanwhile, taps her industry savvy, portraying a CEO navigating K-pop's cutthroat choreography, auditions rigged, scandals simmering. Alongside Jo Yuri's raw talent, the duo's dynamic, a mentor-protege mirror to Ye Jin's own rise. These tales, production fresh and fervor-fueled, position her at entertainment's vanguard, her short-cropped silhouette, a silhouette of surge. Ultimately, Ye Jin's narrative is one of harmonious multiplicity, the mother who multitasks, the wife who woos with wholesomeness, the actress whose artistry absorbs life's lessons. Her son's Uncle Gift Glee, a fleeting line in a caption, blooms into imagined scenes of holiday gatherings, extended kin converging in laughter and largesse. Hyun Bin's surprise premiere support, arm in arm under marquee lights, evokes fairy tale footnotes, their 2022 vows, exchanged in a villa overlooking Seoul's skyline, now etched in 3 years of tandem triumphs. As 2025 wanes, her shares stand as solstice beacons, illuminating paths where career and kinship coalesce, leaving admirers aglow with the quiet conviction that such lives, lived with intention, are the real blockbusters. Endless encores of love, layered like rice in roll, forever rolling forward.